Hey Collective, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. The Shaman is where I want to start because I just, like, this card, I feel like completely taken with it right now. I don't know. It's just, I feel like this idea of having to release venom, and venom being the very thing that you felt protected by. That was your weapon of choice. And I think seeing it play out enough times that, like, you get it. I was talking to somebody the other day and she was like, do you ever just get to the point where you're like, I am tired of my own shit? And I feel like there is kind of this idea of, like, I don't know, everybody else is tired of it. You know what I mean? And I think that there is that idea of, like, of having an awareness of the way that you're clinging to venom prevents you from really, like, being intimate with people. You know, it's impossible to, like, share in a relationship, and it's not just time, it's like the value of that relationship. You know what I mean? Like, it's the sincerity of that relationship. And I just kind of feel like there's an idea here of recognizing your own shit and just feeling tired of it. And then you have the Seed and the Mentor. I'm not super sure what to do with this right now. So I'm just gonna leave that there for a minute and we're gonna do some clarifiers. But Collective, I hope y'all are doing well. I'm exhausted. I'm going to go to sleep after this. The Santa Muerta, the Page of Wands. Well, I mean, this is like a message. It's usually a pretty casual message, but it's just like this idea of, like, a message of coming back to life. I don't know, maybe you have somebody who's saying, you know, like, here's an idea. I feel like this, like, let me drop you an idea. And that idea, I think, really just ripping that venom out of your hand. And that being really scary to you, and that being a trigger to you. And seeing it for what it is, instead of, I think, dragging everything through another cycle. I feel like you're like, I've gone through that cycle. I'm good, thanks. You know? Like, I don't need to go through that shit again. No, thank you. But you know that the very thing that you use to protect yourself is the very thing that's preventing you from engaging in intimacy. The Five of Wands. There's so many cards. Hold on, sorry. Okay. We have the Four of Cups and the Five of Wands. The Hanged Man, the World. I just, again, I think that there's a very new perspective. Because it's not one that is constantly looking behind it, thinking that it's missing out on something. Like nobody ever wants to be around someone who always feels like they wish that they were somewhere else. Then be there. You know what I mean? Do that. Like, if that's where you want to be, if that's who you want to talk to, if that's where you want to live, if that's where you want to, you know, like, whatever it is for you as an individual. I just feel like you need to just let go of something that is really preventing you from I think finding the balance that you've been seeking, you know, you've got the Sun and Temperance, the Fortune Fairy, you know, this is just like your luck's changing, you're finding your balance, you're finding your happiness. You know, you have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. You know, there's a lot of, I don't know, it could be for some people that you have a couple of people who are coming in as kings or queens, gender neutral, obs. But I think things look very different because it just feels like your luck has completely changed. It's like when you let go of that venom, when you let go of that guard, now you're free to get all of the value. You know what I mean? Like if you would just stop clinging to being an asshole, I feel like saying, you know, like, but I don't think that you are continuing in that. I think that you're finally understanding why somebody would never want to be with someone if they were always constantly wishing they were somewhere else. Again, like, then go be somewhere else, you know? But don't drag me through your misery because you want to have your cake and eat it too, and that requires, you know, like being torn between two worlds all the time. Like, no. Oh, God. Collective. The Sun again. Love. And the Hanged Man again. You know, I just get this idea of like, what is it to experience joy? What is it to experience happiness? What is it to not constantly be dealing with like venom all the time? What is it to not constantly be fighting and defending and spewing venom at people because of your own insecurities and your own, you know what I mean? And like, and just, I don't know, I just feel like there's been some really nasty behavior here. And you can be on either side of the story. It could very easily be that you're dealing with somebody who's in this energy. You know, take it how it resonates. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a general read. The Sustainer. Yeah, I don't know. Because you can't sustain anything if you're constantly torn between two worlds. And I feel like that's what has to end. And I almost feel like it comes from somebody saying, then do that. If that's what you want to do, then do that. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's stopping you from doing it. If that's where your heart is, if that's where your honor and your duty and your whatever, you know what I mean? Like, if that's where I don't know, you know, I just feel like that, like, if that's what's right for you, then make it be right for you. And don't treat people in your life like they're half of the value that they are, because you are always bouncing from one side to the other. That's, you know. But I feel like you're getting it now. I'm sorry if that felt aggressive. I really I'm so tired. And I don't feel like aggressive with this energy in any way, but I just feel like there's this like sassing back and forth with somebody, you know. Anyways, if it does resonate with you, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.